Hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the MTP discussion video. So we will be solving the 100 questions which is part of this current MTP for the September 2025 term. I hope that everyone is studying. Yeah. Yes. Good evening. Yes. Heart. Yes. Then one person is saying this. Yeah. That also is there. So we will start off. Before that, I'm going to tell you, I'll be solving every question. And there are some mistakes in the question, even spelling mistakes are there. Just anyway, I know that you already saw the question, so it's fine. We will start off. Hi Ashwant, everyone. Hi. Yes, we'll start. The first one is called as, the question is, triplicate ratio of 8 by 3 and 16 by 5 is how much is the question. First of all, we should know what is triplicate ratio. For example, they are asking you what is the triplicate ratio of A and B. You will write it as A cube is to what, the B cube. That is the way we usually write. So similarly here also we will write it that way. That is 8 by 3 the whole cube divided by, that is to means, that ratio means the 16 divided by 5 the whole cube. So when you rearrange it, you can write it as 8 into 8 into 8 divided by 3 into 3 into 3 into, when we take the inverse, it will be 5 into 5 into 5 divided by what, the 16 into 16 into 16. Yes, now it's time to cancel things. First of all, 8 and 8 got 16 got cancelled. What is remaining there? 2. Then again 2. Then again 2. So that means at the end, 5 into 5 into 5 is how much down? 5 into 5 into 5 is 125 divided by 3 into 3 into 3 is how much? 27 into, what is remaining? 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 cube, that is 8. What is remaining? 216. This is one method. Okay, this is a conventional method. You can always use your calculator to find the answer. Find the decimal value of 8 by 3, find the decimal value of 16 by 5, then take the cube of both and take the ratio and option hit. That is also a method you can follow. Next one, 2 by 5 is 2 by 5 into A is equal to 3 by 7 into B. Then B is to A is what is the question? Hi Yogesh. Hi. Yes. Now, how to find this? So what is given? The 2 by 5 into A is equal to what? The 3 by 7 into B. They are asking us what B is to A. So we want in the form of B by A. So how to write that? Now I will write. Anyway, I'll write more steps. 2 by 5. Usually I will not write this many steps and all, but I will write those steps in the B by A. Now cross multiply, people. That means 7 goes to the other side. It will become what? 7 into 2 is how much? 14 divided by 3 into 5 is how much? 15, which is equal to B by A. That means what's our answer? 14 is to 15 is our answer. Hi Raghavendran, hi Uma, everyone. Hello. Yes. Now I hope that everyone completed all your portions till now. I hope so. Even if you have not completed, you have time. Okay, you have time still to complete everything. Never skip any topic. I'm telling you, always study everything. You will pass no matter what. Okay, next one. What is given? 3x, third question. 3x plus 2y divided by 4x minus 3y is equal to how much? The 3 by 2. What we need to find? We need to find x is to y. We need to find. Now, how to find that? Cross multiply. That means 3 into 2 is how much? The 6. Then 6x. Plus 2 into 2 is how much? 4. So what is remaining? Y, which is equal to 4 into 3 is how much? 4 into 3 is nothing but 12x. Then minus 3 into 3 is how much? Minus 9y. Okay, minus 9y. Now rearrange it. Rearrange. So the terms containing x and y should be in same time. Yes. We can always option hit. The option hit is always there. I'll show you after this. Yes. Now, if you watch the marathon, we are just option hitting. Here I am just showing the conventional method. Okay. Hello sir, can you explain first question in another method? Yes, Pooja, I'll do that after this. Then Shiva, yes, all good. How are you? Yes. Statistics in the sense, I didn't understand. After this, along with that, we will do statistics. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Option A is the answer. Now rearrange, people. It will become what? It will become 6 goes to the other side. That will become what? It will become 12x minus 6x. Then 9 goes to the other side. It will become what? 4y plus 9y. That will be 13y is equal to how much? That is 6x. So x by y. So just take it, 13 by 6 is equal to x by y. Answer is what? 13 is to 6. Or you can always option hit. Option hit. How will you option hit? Option hit in the sense, instead of x you will put 13. Instead of y you will put what? 6. That way you can check whether you are getting 3 by 2 in the right hand side. If you get the answer, that option is the right answer. But that is not required. This way also you can do. In the first question, one person asked me how to do it in the other way. So how will you do it in the other way? I'll just show you. We will just take 8 divided by 3. Take it on your calculator. Find the value of 8 divided by 3. Then into, then equal to how many times? 2 times. Why are we doing that? Because we are taking the cube. Similarly, find 16 divided by what? 16 divided by 5. Then into equal to how many times? Equal to 2 times, because we are finding the cube. Then take the ratio and find the decimal value and check which of the option is giving you that particular decimal value. That's your answer. Yes. Another method is nothing but we will put, instead of x we will put what? 13. Instead of y we will put what? 6. Similarly over here also 13. Here also 6. Whichever gives you 3 by 2, that's your answer. Okay. Yes, whichever option. Here option A is giving you 3 by 2. So you can go with option A. Now the next question. There is a small change in the option here. I'll show you that also. The roots of the quadratic equation 9x square plus 3kx plus k is equal to 0 are coincident. What do you mean by coincident? Coincident means they are identical. Okay, keep a note of that. They are equal or identical. When the roots of the quadratic equation are equal, what is the thing we know? We know that then b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Here b value is how much now? That is nothing but 3k. That means 3k the whole square minus 4 into 9 into k is equal to what? 0. Then 3k the whole square. So 3k the whole square will become what? 9k square minus 36k, which is equal to 0. From this we can take what all common? We can take 9k common. So 9k into k minus 4 is equal to what? 0. So where possible values of k is what? K can either be equal to 0 or k can be equal to what? K can be equal to 4. These are the possible values. So option it should be like plus 4 only should be there. So option C should be your answer. Yes. Devika, since we are solving the question, that's why we are keeping the speed little high. Okay. Yes, because it's a question paper, right? You should also get that confidence we can solve everything in 2 hours. That's why we are little going speedy. Yes. Yeah, it's already there, Gunashree. The Aglesa's class is already there in the YouTube. Okay. Yes. Now, the next one. If x minus 1 is a factor of the cubic equation x cube minus 9x square plus 23x minus 15 is equal to 0, then roots of the cubic equations are what is the question? Okay. Now, in a cubic equation, whenever you get a cubic equation based question, what is the first thing we are going to do? We are finding sum of roots. Then we will option it. That is the method. Sum of the root is what? That is nothing but minus coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. Here minus of coefficient of x square is how much now? That is nothing but minus 9 divided by coefficient of x cube is how much? That is 1. That is equal to how much now? Minus of minus 9 is how much? 9. So our sum of the root is 9. Now check which of the option is giving you 9. That is 1 plus 3 plus 5 is how much? That is 9. So option A is your answer. Very easy question. A similar question was there in your last attempt. Yes. Next one, logarithm. We are going to do one question based on sum over the product rule of logarithm. We know one thing, log A plus log B plus log C. That is nothing but what? The log of A into B into C. We will use that over here. That property we will use over here. So that is nothing but log of. Instead of A, who is sitting there? That is P square divided by QR. So you will write P square divided by QR into. Then instead of B, who is sitting there? Q square divided by PR. So Q square divided by PR into. Finally, who is sitting there? R square divided by PQ. Now, our opportunity is to cancel everything. P square and these two P's will get cancelled off. Then Q square and these two Q get cancelled off. Then R square and these two R gets cancelled off. Finally, what is remaining? Log of 1 is remaining. We know one thing. Log of 1 is how much? Log of 1 is nothing but 0. Our answer is what? Option D. Arthaita, Purinjida, Samjaya. Yes, Arthamaita. People, Manasilayo. Now, the next one. Find the value of A. Another log based question, people. Basic properties of logarithm. So, what is given here? Log of root 3 to the base A is equal to how much? 1 by 6. I think we have solved the same question in our marathon. Now, here what will happen? A is nothing but, what is the answer? Root 3, the whole raised to 1 by 6. Is that the method? You should tell me. No, you should tell me properly. Yes. What is it? A, we can write it as root 3 is equal to what? A raised to 1 by 6. Always remember that the base will go to the other side, not the value. Okay. Now, root 3 is how much? We can write it as 3 raised to 1 by 2 is equal to A raised to 1 by 6. Now, we need to remove what? 1 by 6 from the power of A. How can we do that? We will take power of 6 on both sides. Okay, both sides we are going to do that. Then what is going to happen? 3 raised to 1 by 2, the whole raised to 6, which is equal to A raised to 1 by 6, the whole raised to 6, that is nothing but A. I can write it as A itself. Now you tell me, people, what is the answer? So A is equal to 3 raised to 1 by 2, the whole raised to 6 is how much? A 3 raised to 3. That is nothing but 27. Option C is your answer. Yes, people, right? Yeshwant, right answer. Wasn't the right answer? Everyone, right answer. Next one. If 2 raised to x into 3 raised to y into 5 raised to z is equal to 720, find the value of x, y, z. The easiest method is option hitting. So how will you option hit? We will try option. Which option we are going to try? Try option A. We know our RHS is how much? Right hand side is nothing but 720. So we should make sure that whichever option is giving us 720, that's your answer. Now, here, 2 raised to, instead of x, what are you going to put? 4 into, then 3 raised to, instead of y, what are you going to put? 2 into 5 raised to 1. Take your calculator, people. How to do this? 2, I'll just write 2 into, equal to how many times? 3 times you will click equal to. Then multiply it with 3 square is how much? 9. Then multiply it with 5. How much you are getting down? 2 into equal to 1, 2, 3. Then multiply it with 9, multiply it with 5. You are getting it as how much down? 720. So that's our right hand side, which is equal to our RHS. So LHS and RHS are equal. Option E is your right answer. Yes. LCM method. If you want to use LCM method, that is also possible. Yes, one person is telling LCM method. So if you don't know LCM, what to do? You will use option hitting. If you know LCM, you will do LCM method. How to do LCM method? 2 how many times? 360. Then 2 180. Then 2 90. Then again 2 45. Then 5 you can take. Then it will become what? That is becoming 9. Then 3 and 3. So 3 square will be there. 5 raised to 1 will be there. 2 raised to 4 will be there. That is also the method. Yes. Next one. A man wants to cut 3 lengths from a single piece of board of length 91 centimeters. So we know one thing, the total length is how much? 91 centimeters. So total length is 91 centimeters, that we know. Next, the second length is to be 3 centimeter longer than the shortest. So the second is what happening with that? Let x be the shortest. X be the shortest. Okay, then second length is equal to what? X plus 3. Second length is x plus 3. Then the third length, t is nothing but twice as the shortest. So we can write it as the third length is how much? 2x. So people, first length we are assuming the shortest length is equal to x. Then next length is what? X plus 3. And finally the third length is nothing but twice as the shortest length. That means 2x. So we have the entire length. Add everything and equate it to 91. That x value will give you the shortest length. Now x plus 3 plus 2x, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 91. Now people, x plus 2x is how much? 4x plus 3 is equal to how much? 91. Then from that 4x is equal to 91 minus 3 is how much? 88. From that x is equal to how much? 22. How did you get 22? 88 divided by 4. Okay. Yes. Next one. Everyone got this? People, are you catching up? Yes. Next one. Then the sum of the three numbers are 98. That is the first thing we know. Total sum of three numbers. Three numbers are there and their sum is 98. Sorry. If the ratio of the first to second number, that means if first number is A and second number is B, we can write the ratio as what? 2:3. Okay. And that of the second to the third is what? That means B is to C. I am calling the third number what? C. That is how much? 5:8. Now we need to know the second number. Now first we will find the continued ratio. You remember, if you watch the marathon, you will remember this. So continued ratio, mirror n. I told you my name is Nithin, so we will use mirror n over there. So 2 into 5 is how much? 10 is 2, 15 is 2. How much? 24. Now people, we need to find the second number. So this is the corresponding value of our second number. So 15 divided by, total is how much? 10 plus 15 plus 24 is how much? That is around like 49 into how much is the total? That is 98. So our second number is what? 30. Just use your calculator. Answer is what? Option B, 39. The question one more time. So we know the shortest length is what? X. And the second length is what? X plus 3. And the third length is what? 2x. So we need to add all the lengths together. We are adding everything together. Once we add everything together, we should get it as how much? We should get it as 91. So that's what we did here. From that we found the value of x. That's all. Yes, got it. Next. Yes, Sandosh, it's alive. Yeah. Now the next one, another easy question. On solving the inequality 6x plus y greater than 80, greater than or equal to 18, x plus 4y greater than or equal to 12, 2x plus y greater than or equal to 10, which of the following is the correct solution? The easiest method is option hitting. So we will option hitting. I'll show you how to option hit. Yes, look here. First we will check our option B. We will check. There is a point called as 0, 3. So if you put 0, 3 in the first equation, it will become what? 6 into 0 is what? 0. 0 plus 3 is how much? 3. That is greater than or equal to 18. Is 3 greater than or equal to 18, people? Is 3 greater than or equal to 18? You should tell me. No. That means option B is wrong. Next one. Try the second one. Here, look here. This one. There is a point called as 0, 10. If you put 0, 10 over here, it will become 0 plus 10 greater than or equal to 18. People, is 10 greater than or equal to 18? 10 is not greater than 18. It is less than 18. So option C is wrong. Yes, that is also gone. Next one, people. Now we will try this one. The option D. 0, 7 is there. We will option hit over here itself. Same option, same equation we will hit. Here also we are going to put 0 plus 7 greater than or equal to 18. People, is 7 greater than or equal to 18? No, 7 is less than 18. That means option D is wrong. So answer is what? Option A. This is the easiest method, people. Always option hit. Next one. This question is incomplete. Once again, yes. The question should be like this. The question should be like this. The longest side is thrice the shortest. Okay, it is thrice the shortest, and the third side is 4 centimeters shorter than the longest side. Actually, this question is given wrong. Okay, we are correcting the question and doing it because it is part of one of the previous year question. The same question was there in previous year. That time it was given correctly. Okay, so we are just correcting the question and doing it. Otherwise, you will not get the answer. Okay, now the longest side is thrice the shortest. That means, can I write L is equal to, I am calling longest side as L. Okay, L is equal to thrice the shortest. That means, can I write it as 3s, 3 into shortest side. Okay, length of the shortest side be, let it be S. Then what is given? Then the perimeter, one more thing, third side is 4 centimeters shorter than the longest side. So can I call the length of the third side is equal to T? I'm calling it like that. Third side is equal to 4 centimeters shorter than the longest side. That means L minus 4. We have everything now. Now what is given? Perimeter of a triangle is at least 61 centimeter. Perimeter means what? We need to add all the sides of a triangle. Now can I say longest plus smallest plus the third side? That means 3 sides. Longest side is there, then the shortest side is there, and the third side is sum of everything is greater than or equal to how much da? At least means greater than or equal to, that is how much? 61. Now longest, what are they asking here? Minimum length of the shortest side. So we will convert everything in terms of the shortest side. So instead of L, how will you write? 3s plus shortest side is anyway shortest side, so we will write it as S itself, plus the third side is what? L minus 4, which is greater than or equal to 61. People, 3s plus, instead of L, what we will write down? We will write it as 3s. Now 3s plus s plus 3s is how much? That is nothing but 7s minus 4 greater than or equal to 61. So 7s greater than or equal to how much da? Which is equal to 65. You tell me what is the value of s. S is greater than or equal to 65 divided by 7 is how much? That is nothing but 9.28. So the shortest side value should be greater than or equal to how much? 9.28. So looking at the option which is the minimum length, that is 11. Option C is your answer. Okay, next one. Look here. Now we are going to chapter number 4. All the questions are direct. Only one good question is here. Other than that, everything is very direct. Everything is given. So very easy to do. Find the future value of annuity 1000 made annually for 7 years at interest rate of 16% compounded annually. Given that everything is given, so what are they asking for? They are asking for future value. Now people, will you find future value of annuity regular or will you find future value of annuity due? What are we going to find? What are we going to find? People, you tell me, what are we going to find? Future value of annuity regular. Nothing is mentioned, so we will find annuity regular. So a by I into 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. This is the method, which is equal to what? A by I. A is how much da? 1000 divided by I value is how much da? 0.16 into 1 plus I the whole raised to n. The whole raised to this value is given in the question, that is 2.8262 minus 1 is how much? 1.8262. Now take your calculator, just do it. Actually, you can do it from the first step itself. I am just showing you how to do, because anyway many of you are looking at the last moment for the exam, so that's why I'm just showing you the step. Otherwise it's not required direct step. Okay, now that is how much? 1000 into 0.1, sorry, 1000 into 1.8262 into divided by 0.16. How much you got da? You got it as option A, 11,416. Yes. Next one. Assuming that the discount rate is 7%, how much would you pay to receive 500 growing at 5% annually forever? It is a question based on growing perpetuity, right? Growing perpetuity based question. Now how to find this da? It is very easy. 500 divided by growth rate is how much? That is nothing but 7% minus discount rate is how much? For 7% and growth rate is how much? 5%, which is equal to 500 divided by 2%. People, how much you got? Just take your calculator, directly do it. That is 500 divided by 2, then click percentage. You will get it as 25,000. Yes, you will get it directly as 25,000. Yes, next one people. Now, Rajesh deposits 3,000 at the start of each quarter. Start means what? Start means we need to find annuity due. Okay, annuity immediate or annuity due. In a savings account, if the account earns 5.75 percentage per annum compounded quarterly, how much money will he have at the end of 4 years? Another direct question, people. Do you know how to find annuity? I mean, annuity regular and annuity due. Annuity regular means towards the end of the month or end of the period. Annuity due means beginning of the month or from today, urgently, everything comes under what? Annuity due or annuity immediate. Next one, future value. How will you find future value? Future value basically you will find when you are creating wealth. For example, in this question, you just look here down. Rajesh deposit 3,000 at the start of each quarter in his savings account. So that means he is accumulating the money. Sir, 13 question, how did you get the bracket value? Directly, this value is given in the question. Then minus 1. That will give you how much? 1.8262. That's how you got. Okay. Now, here. Oh, wait. Okay, got, yes. Now, yeah, here what is happening? He is accumulating the money, accumulating the sum of money. So, we need to find the future value of annuity due. What is the formula? Future value of annuity due is nothing but A by I into 1 plus I, the whole raised to n minus 1 into 1 plus I. One extra term will come because of annuity due. Now, how to find this? Everything is given. So, 3,000. Now, people, we need, since it is quarterly, we need to convert the I value. But actually, the I value is already converted and given in the bracket. So, directly substitute it. That is how much? 0.014375 into 1 plus I the whole raised to 16 is already given. That is how much? The 1.25654 minus 1 into how much? Into 1 plus I is how much? Nothing but whatever is there inside the bracket. That is 1.014375. Just use calculator, people. You can directly get the answer. I'll use the calculator. That means 1.25654 minus 1 is how much? The 0.25654, then multiplied with 1.014375, then multiplied with 3000 divided by 0.014375. How much you are getting? The 54308. Option A is your answer. Next one, direct question, easy question, shortcut is there. Annual rate of simple interest is 12.5%. How much does the principal, how many years does the principal double? Very easy question. Here, we know that the easy method is 100 divided by the given value, which is equal to how much? 100 divided by 12.5 is equal to 8 years. Answer is option C. Next one. 5,000 is paid every year for 10 years to pay off a loan. Loan, important. Whenever it is mentioned loan, we will be finding what? Present value. Okay. Yes. What is the loan amount of interest rate? Be 14% compounded annually. Directly you can use GT method in your calculator, or you can use the formula. I'll be using the GT method. Okay. If your calculator has GT method, it is well and good. Now, how to find it? Here, annuity amount is how much? A is equal to 5,000. Then, number of years is how much? 10 years. Then, what else is given? Rate percentage is how much? 14%. So, I value is how much? 0.14. So, 1 plus I. How to find that? That is 1.14. If you are using GT method, follow the steps. Divide. Then, equal to how many times? 10 times. Okay? 10 times. Then click GT method, GT button. Then multiply the entire thing with what? Our annuity value. That is how much? 5,000. You will get the answer. So how to do it? Take your calculator, type 1.14. Then click divide sign. Then equal to how many times? The number of years times. That is how much? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then click the GT button. Then multiply it with how much? 5,000. You will get the answer. How much? 2080.55. Option B is your answer. Right answer, Aman. Yes, very good. Next one. 800 is invested at the end of each month in account paying interest of 6% per year, compounded monthly. Monthly compounding is happening, and think about that. But everything is given in the bracket, so we don't need to convert anything. So how do you triple in 16 question? Which one the 16 question? If it triples up, triples means, that means here what is happening, 100 is becoming 200. That's why we are taking the difference is how much, the 100. That's why we are typing 100 divided by 12.5. Now if it is becoming triple, 100 is becoming 300. That means simple interest, how much is there for two years? That is 200 divided by 12.5 we should take. That is the method. Okay. Yes. Next one. 800 is invested at the end of each month. Okay, at the end we are investing. But one more thing is here, the end value is directly given, which is the future value of annuity after the 10th payment. Now we need to find future value. We know the formula. Again I am rewriting because it will be helpful for you. 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. Then multiplied with what? The annuity amount divided by y. Divided by what? I. Which is equal to, A is how much? The 800. Into 1 plus I the whole raised to n. Since it is monthly compounded, we need to divide it by 12, but it's already given over here, so you can directly write the value. That is how much? 1.0511 minus 1. The entire thing divided by what? The 0.005. Now just use calculator. 800 into 0.0511 divided by 0.005. How much is the answer? 816. Direct answer. You are getting it as 9 direct. Yes. Next one. 8176, right? Yes. Next question. Certain sum of money borrowed at simple interest. So finally we are going to a simple interest question. Simple interest 2. It amounts to what? It amounts to 2688 in 3 years and to 2784 in how many years? 4 years at rate per annum equal to at the rate per annum equal to. They are asking us to find the value of rate percentage or R percentage. They are asking us to find. How to do this? There are few methods which you can follow. The easiest method is, so take your calculator people, that is 2784 then minus 2784 minus 2688, which is equal to how much? 2784 minus 2688 divided by time period, the difference between the times. That means 4 years minus 3 years. That means 4 minus 3. Anyway, that is equal to 1. You are getting it as how much? 96. That is the simple interest for how many year? 1 year you are getting it as like that. Then what are we going to do? What are you going to do? Now, simple interest for 1 year is 96. Then I am going to ask you, what is the principal? Principal is nothing but the amount after 3 years is how much? 2688. From that, we are going to reduce simple interest for 3 years. How to find simple interest for 3 years? 3 into 96. That is simple interest for 1 year is 96. For 3 years, then it will be 3 into 96. How much is it? 2688. That is equal to 2400. Yes. Then they are asking us to find the value of R. R is nothing but 96 divided by 2400 into 100. 96 divided by 2400 into 100 is equal to how much? 4%. Option A is your answer. Next question. A question based on CAGR. You can either use CAGR method or that formula. Both can be done. I'll be using the CAGR method. Now, Ravi made an investment of 15,000 in a scheme at the time of maturity. The time of maturity amount was 25,000. Then if the compound CAGR value is how much? 8.88%. Calculate the approximate number of years in which he invested the amount is the question. The formula for CAGR is what? 1 plus CAGR. The percentage, the whole raised to Tn minus T0, or you can write it as the time period, which is equal to what? Which is equal to Vn by V0. According to this question, the maturity amount is how much? 25,000. So Vn by V0 can be written as 25,000 divided by 15,000. That is how much? 25 divided by 15,000 is equal to 1.666 is the answer for the right hand side. So RHS is how much? RHS is equal to 1.6666. Now we are going to find the LHS using option hitting. So LHS, we will take 1 plus 8.88 percentage will become 1.0888. The entire thing raised to. We are trying with option A. Let it be 6. Take your calculator. 1.0888 into equal to how many times the power is 6, so we will click 5 times equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how much is it? Which is equal to 1.666, which is equal to our RHS. So option A is the answer. What if the answer option A is wrong? We will go for option B. That's all. Next question. Madhu takes a loan of. It's a very good question, people. I'll tell you why it's a very good question. Yeah. Madhu takes a loan of 50,000 from ABC Limited. Yes. The rate of interest is 10% per annum. So rate percentage is given. I value is 0.1. Then first installment be paid end of 5 years. So what is happening? End of 5 year only he will pay the first installment. Then what is happening? Determine the amount of equal installments if Madhu wishes to repay the amount in 5 payments. I'll write it instead of 5 years, we should mention 5 payments because it's not 5 years. In 5 payments, what are they? That's what they are mentioning over here. Now, people, you tell me. Think about yourself. You took a loan of 50,000. For the first 5 years, first 4 years, you didn't pay anything. Now, what will happen? Since it is compounding, since it is getting compounded, what will happen? There will be an interest on interest also. That will be the case, right? Think with respect to that. That means if you take a loan of 50,000, so this is the loan amount, and you are not paying anything. Nothing you are going to pay till what? Till 4 years. But after the 4th year, you will be starting to pay. So first year, second year, third year, 4th year. Till 4th year, you will not pay anything back. No annuity amount you are going to pay. But from the 5th year onwards, you will start paying. And in how many installments? You will pay everything in 5 installments. So 6, 7, 8, 9. And yeah, that's enough. So n value over there is 5. Your marathon is very helpful, sir. Yes. Do well. Study well. More than enough. You guys will pass. I'm telling you. Just study things. It's very basic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Now here, some people are retracting the messages and all. People, if you want to type anything, you can type it. It's not at all a trouble. I'll read it. There is a small lag for YouTube. Whenever you type something, there will be a lag in YouTube, like around 20-second lag. I guess it is there. I have turned off this, monetization and all. It's not there. It's turned off. So you will not get the ads also, so that we can max to max we can stay live. That's the thing. I have done that. Yes. Okay. We'll go ahead. Yeah. Next one. Where were we? So 50,000 is taken, like that. It is taken. Then now we need to find the equal installment you are going to pay. That is the first thing we are going to do. How to do that? People, you tell me. So 5,000 is there. Then after 4 years, till 4 year, you are not paying anything. But 5th year onwards, you will start paying. So people, let us do this way. So let this 50,000 be the present value, because that is the sum of money you are having right now. So if you take 50,000 as the present value, take it as present value, then find the amount, the amount value, or the principal, you take it as 50,000 and find me the amount, how much it is getting accumulated to. Give me the value. So how to find that? We know the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n, which is equal to how much? The 1.1 into equal to how many years? 4 years. 1, 2, 3 we will type, then multiply it with how much? The 50,000. You will get it as 73,205. So this is the money which is accumulated to as a loan amount at this year. So 73,205 is the actual loan amount right now, because you didn't pay for the first 4 years. That's the main reason. Then based on this loan amount, you find the annuity. Are you getting the logic down? Sir, in 35 is enough to pass September attempt. So what I'm telling you, each and every concept, I'm telling you, each and every concept is discussed in that 35-hour marathon, but you need to do more questions. Until and unless you do more questions, it will be difficult, because whatever I solved in that marathon, it might ask or it come for exam. Possibility is there, probability is there, yes, but you need to do more question. When you solve more question, the chances of that question coming for exam or that type of question coming for exam is very high, right? Yes, that's the reason. Now this is your present value, 73,205. Based on this, you find the value of A, or the annuity. So I am writing 73,205 is equal to annuity amount into GT factor value. Okay, how to find GT factor value? Take your calculator, type 1.1, then click divide, then equal to how many times, how many years it is there, then it is 5 years, 5 installments we are paying. So take your calculator, type 1.1, then click divide, then equal to how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then click what? The GT button. Then you should take it to the other side. That you will do by doing what? Clicking divide equal to. Then multiply it with 73,205. So the answer is 19,000. Divide and multiply it with 73,205. So A is equal to how much now? 19,311.29. The nearest answer is option C. This is the method. Now, Rajesh invest 20,000 per year in a stock index fund. So why is he investing money? To save money. So to accumulate money. So some future value is involved, which earns 9% per year for the next 10 years. For the next 10 years, 9% is the interest rate. What would be the closest value of accumulated amount? Accumulated investment means what? The future value. The question is directly based on future value. So future value is equal to what? The A by I into 1 plus I, the whole raised to n minus 1. Now future value, how to find? A value is 20,000 divided by I value is 0.09 into 1 plus I, the whole raised to 10 is already given in the question. That is how much? That 2.36736 minus 1 is how much? 1.36736, which is equal to, take your calculator, 20,000 multiplied with 1.36736 divided by 0.09, which is equal to how much? 30385. Yes, this is the answer. Option B is your answer. Can we go for the next question? Yes. I'm going slowly since some of you requested. I'm going slowly. Okay. Otherwise, I would have gone. Yes. Now, the next question. Yes. 22B answer. Right. Yes. Next question is, an investment is earning compound interest 100 invested in. The question is what? An investment is earning compounded interest rupees 100 invested in the year 2 accumulated to 105 in the year 4. So what is happening? First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, etc., etc. It's there. What is going to happen? 100 rupees is invested in which year? 100 is invested in third year of, year 2. 100 is invested in year 2 and it accumulated to year 4. 105 in the year 4. That means if I take 105 is the amount, and from what did we get that 105? From 100 we got 105. What is the formula? A is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n. So here 1 plus I value is how much? We don't know. 1 plus I. We will write it like that itself. But n value is how much? 2 years. So from year 2 to year 4, how much is there? 2 years is there. So that means 1 plus I. Get me the value of 1 plus I. So 1 plus I the whole square is equal to what? The 105 divided by 100. That is nothing but 1.05. Now get me the value of 1 plus I. 1 plus I is equal to 1.05 root, which is equal to 1.024695. Yes, that is the value of 1 plus I. Now what are they asking over here? If 500 is invested in year 5, which will become dash by the year 10. That means principal here is how much? 500, we need to find the value of amount. Amount is equal to nothing but P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n. Amount is how much we don't know, but principal is how much? 500. Then 1 plus I value we already have, that is how much now? 1.024695. Anyway, that is on your calculator. You don't need to write or type. Yes, it's already there. So don't think like I need to rewrite everything and do. No, don't do that. Use the calculator. If you are having calculator, you can save a lot of time. The entire thing raised to how many years? From year 5 to year 10. That is nothing but 5 years. Get me the answer. So whatever value is there on your calculator, right now you are having this on your calculator. Yes. Now take that value, then multiply equal to how many times? 4 times, because power is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then multiply it with how much? The 500. You will get the answer 564.80. So A is equal to 564.80. Yes, I got it as 863 and all, because I used all the decimal values. That's why. Now the next question. An investor is saving to. Okay, saving means we are accumulating money, future value. Think in that angle always. Because many people will ask that doubt, sir, how to find present value, future value. Saving means we are accumulating future value. An investor is saving to pay off an obligation of 15,250, which will due in 7 years if the investor is earning 7.5%. Oh, simple interest question. Okay, simple interest rate per annum. He must deposit how much? So we need to find how much. We need to find the value of P over here. Here what is given? Amount value is given. So we know the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus TR percentage. Now PA is how much? 15,250, which is equal to P into 1 plus T is how much? How many years? 7 into R is how much? 7.5%. Just use calculator. Don't do anything else. Take your calculator. Type 7. Then multiply it with type 7, multiply it with 7.5, multiply it with 7.5, then click what? The percentage symbol, then click what sign? Percentage sign, then plus 1, we are adding that 1, this one we are adding, then click divide equal to, we are taking the entire this box to the other side, that means divide equal to reciprocal we are taking, then multiply it with 15,250. How much is the answer? 15,250, which will give you approximately equal to 10,000. In your calculator, you will get it as 9,999.99999. Yeah, that's the same thing. Now, people, next question, a direct question, depreciation based question. A value of scooter is 1 lakh. Find its depreciation. Find its depreciation is 10% per annum. If it's depreciation. Okay, calculate total depreciation value at the end of 7 years. So we need to find the depreciated value or the scrap value we need to find. So A is equal to what? The formula here? P into 1 minus I the whole raised to n. A we need to find. So P is how much? The 1 lakh. Just use calculator. I'm just writing for the sake of writing. Okay. Yes. Into 1 minus I is how much? 1 minus I is nothing but 1 minus 10%. That is 0.9. The entire thing raised to 7. Take your calculator. 0.9 into equal to how many times? 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Multiply it with what? 1 lakh, which is equal to 4782970. Option A is your answer. Next one, effective rate of interest does not depends on what? You know the formula of ERI percentage is nothing but 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1, the entire thing into percentage if you want to write it as percentage. Yes, into 100. Yes. Now people, here, what is not there? Interest is there, I value is there. That means it depends on interest. Then number of conversion period, it depends on n. Is principal is there in the formula? No. That means answer is what? Option E is your answer. Next question. The number of triangles that can be formed using the vertices from a set of 12 points, 7 of which lie on the same line and on the same straight line. That means 7 of the points are what? The collinear. We have a direct formula. What is the formula? Da? So we will write it as NC3 minus MC3. M points are collinear. We can directly use this formula. In my formula book, it's right there. You can use that. That means 12C3 minus 7C3. How to find 12C3? Directly use the formula. That is 12 into 11 into 10. Because 3 is the R value over here. So we will only write 3 terms divided by 3 factorial. in minus, sorry, 7C3 can be written as what? 7 into 6 into 5 divided by 3 factorial. Now just use calculator and find it down. 3 factorial is how much? 6. 3 factorial is here also 6. Just use m plus mrc. Then 12, clear the memory first. 12 into 11 into 10, click m plus, sorry, divided, 1 second, divided by 6, then click m plus, then 7 into 6 into 5, then divided by 6, click m minus, then finally click mrc. How much you are getting? The option A, 185 is your answer. Next one, 5 bulbs of which 3 are defective are to be tried in it should be tried in 2 light points in a dark room. In how many trials the room shall be lightened? Very good question. So how many lights are there in total? 5 bulbs are there in total. From that 5 bulbs, how many are defective? 3 are defective. Then how many good bulbs are there? 2 good bulbs are there. So that is the case. Now people, in order to light this room, whichever room there is there. Now people, you think about it. We have only 2 plug points to connect that lights. Now we need to light the room also. If you are studying, you need the light, right? That means how many ways we can do that? You tell me. That means if one light is defective and one light is good, that means there will be light in the room, correct? If one light is defective and one light is good, then light will be there in the room. Or second option is both the lights can be good, right? 2 options can be there. Yes, both the lights are good means more light is there, but light is there. Yes, any other option. Can 2 lights be defective? No, because if both are defective, what will happen? There will not be any light. It will be full of dark. Yes, darkness. Yeah. Now, one dark bulb. How many dark bulb? Oh, sorry, defective bulb, no dark, defective bulb. Okay. If from 3 defective bulb, we are choosing 1 defective bulb. How can you choose that? That is 3C1 into. From 2 good bulb, we are choosing 1 good bulb. How to choose that? 2C1. Or means we will use plus. Then 2 good bulbs can be chosen from how many good bulbs? 2 good bulbs. So that means 3C1 is how much? 3. 2C1 is how much? 2 plus 2C2 is how much? 1. So answer is how much? 7. Option B is your answer. Yes, Pratyusha. Right answer. Next question. In how many ways can a party of 4 men and 4 women can be seated in a circular table? Okay, arrangement in a circular table. You know the shortcut. It is in my book. Refer that. So that no 2 women are adjacent to each other. 4 men and 4 women, they are not adjacent to each other. Very easy, 3 factorial. Or you can write it as 4 minus 1 factorial into 4 factorial. That is nothing but 3 factorial into 4 factorial. 3 factorial is how much? 6. 4 factorial is how much? 24. 6 into 24 is how much? 144. Option Z is your answer, people. Yes, next question. How many words can be formed from the letters of the word Oriental so that A and E occupy odd position? Oriental means how many letters are there in total? 3, 6, 8 letters. It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters are there in total. And what are they telling? They are telling that A and E should occupy only odd position. Which are the odd position? I'll just mark it using blue. This is one odd position, then 3rd position, then 5th position, then 7th position are the odd position. People, 4 odd positions are there and only 2 people are there to sit. What to do? 4 are there, only 2 people are there to sit in that 4th position. So you can write it as 4P2. And people, there are remaining people to sit, right? Yes. That means how many people, how many places are remaining now? People, if 2 of the letters already sat in 2 position, how many remaining places are there? 6 places. So you can write it as 6 factorial. 4P2 into 6 factorial. That is nothing but 4P2 is how much? You can write as 4P2 is 4 into 3 into 6 factorial is how much? 720. Take your calculator. 4 into 3 into 720, which is equal to 8640. Yes, option B. Look at option B and option B and option C. Option C is your answer. Sorry, both are almost similar. So don't mark the wrong option. 8640 is your answer. Next one. The number of ways of, it's a good question. Listen carefully. Okay. The number of ways of painting the faces of a cube by 6 different colors is what is the question? I think it was there in 2022, I guess, in one of the MTP, I guess. Yeah. It was there in your model test paper. Yes. Yeah. So this is the cube. Yeah. Yes, this is a cube. This is our cube. Now, what are they telling? The number of ways of painting the faces of a cube by 6 different colors. So we have 6 colors. Which one I'll take it as a cube here? Yes, I have a tissue box. People, this looks like a cube, right? Yeah. Okay. No, paid promotion, not paid promotion. Yes, this looks like a cube. Here, sir, it is not 4p2. It is 1 second. I'll just come to that. Yes. Now, yes. Look here. What is happening here? It's a cube. How many sides are there? In total, 6 sides are there. Yes, in 6 sides. Now, the easiest method to do is, in order to avoid repetition and all, we can fix, for example, this side, I am painting it with water. I am painting it with yellow color. Okay, I fixed that side and I am painting it with one color. I am marking it using one color itself. I marked it there using white. Pink, which color? Yellow color. Then the opposite side, how many colors are there for me to color the opposite side? You tell me. Only 6 colors are there in total. I marked this face with yellow color. That means one already is there. Then how can I color the opposite side? How many colors are there to color the opposite side? You tell me. 5 colors are there to color the opposite side. That means I colored this as yellow. I colored this as water. I colored this as white. Now, if you look into it, this entire circle part is in terms of circular permutation only, right? If it is circular permutation and 4 colors are remaining, means can I write it as n minus 1 factorial? That is nothing but 4 minus 1 factorial. So 5 into 3 factorial, that is nothing but 5 into 6, which is equal to 30. Option A is your answer. This is a method. The more logical side I have explained in the model test paper. I have explained everything over there. You can refer to that. Now we are going to sequence and series, people. Did you understand the last question? Yes, we are just using the logic of circular permutation over here. Yes. Next one. The sum of an AP whose first term is -4 and the last term is 146 is 7171. Then the value of n is how much is the question. Very easy question. Directly you can use option hitting over here. Now people, the first term is what? The a value is nothing but -4. Okay. Then an value is how much? The 146. Then one more thing is given over here. Sn is equal to how much? The 7171. Now people, we know the formula for Sn. Sn is what? Sn is equal to nothing but n by 2 into a plus an. This formula is there, right? Now Sn is how much? 7171, which is equal to n by 2 into -4 plus 146. Direct. Now option hit, people. Try option hitting. Option hit. Now take your calculator. Here LHS is how much? 7171. We need to check which of the option is giving our LHS. 7171. So first step is, instead of this can be -4 plus, so 146 can be written as what? Down 142. I can write it as 142. Now take care of first option. 99 into 142 divided by 2. How much is it? 7020. That means option A is wrong. Now try the next one. 100. That means 142 into 100 divided by 2. That is how much? 7100. That is also wrong. Try the next option. 101 into 142 divided by 2. That is equal to how much? The 71. Option hit using C, which is equal to 7171. So option C is your answer, direct answer. Okay, next one. Geometric progression. The second term is 12. That means A into R is equal to what? 12. The sixth term is 192. That means AR raised to 5 is equal to what? 192. We need to find the value of 11. That means AR raised to 10. We need to find. Easy question, direct question, very basic question. Now look here people, AR value is given. So I will rearrange it once. AR into R raised to 5, which is equal to 192. Instead of AR, can I put it as 12? So that means 12 into R raised to 5 is equal to how much? Sorry, R raised to 4. Yes. R raised to 4 can be written as 192. From that, you find me the value of R raised to 4. R raised to 4 is nothing but 192 divided by 12. That is nothing but 16. So, what raised to 4 is 16? So, R value is what? 2. We can take it directly as 2. Let it be equal to 2. That means R is equal to 2. Then A will be how much? Using this over here, we will find A into 2 is equal to 12. So, A is equal to 6. We have the value of A also. Now, can you find the value of AR raised to 10? That means 6 into 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10 is how much? 1024. So, 6 into 1024 is how much? 6 into 1024, which is equal to 6144. Option D is your answer. Yes, people, please comment. If you are there, put some emojis. Yes. Put that devil emoji and all. Yeah. Next question. The first and last terms of an arithmetic progression are 5 and 905. Sum of the terms is 45955. The number of terms. Again, repetition of same question. The same pattern we can use. The same question is repeated. Same type of question is repeated. Okay. Look here. First term. A is equal to how much? 5. AN is equal to how much? 905. Then we need to what else is given? Sn is equal to 45955. Now people, we know the formula for Sn. Sn is equal to what? N by 2 into A plus An. Here Sn is how much? 45955, which is equal to N by 2 into 5 plus 905 is how much? That is nothing but 910. Now people, check. Here our LHS is equal to 45955. Which of the option is giving you the answer? Try option C itself directly. That is nothing but 910 into 101 divided by 2, which is equal to 4955. Option C is your answer. Now you will be asking me, sir, how did you guess that? Because this repetition of 5 right over here, that is one of the reason. Look here, the repetition of 7-1. That is the reason why I am going for option C first. Okay. Now the next one. The sum of the first 8 terms of a geometric progression is 5 times the sum of the first 4 terms of a geometric progression. Then the common ratio is how much is the question? Okay. How to do this? The method is very simple. We know Sn value formula, we know, right? So we are going to write sum of first 8 terms. What is the formula for sum of first 8 terms? Can I write it as A into R raised to 8 minus 1 divided by R minus 1, which is equal to 5 times. That means 5 into sum of the first 4 terms. A into R raised to 4 minus 1 divided by what? R minus 1. So R minus 1 cancel. Then A cancel. Then what is remaining? Then can I write this R raised to 8 minus 1 like this? R raised to 4 the whole square minus 1 can also be written as 1 square, right? I can do that, which is equal to 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. People, we know the formula A square minus B square. A square minus B square can be written as what? A minus B into A plus B. So I will rearrange this in terms of that. So I will write it as R raised to 4 minus 1 into R raised to 4 plus 1, which is equal to what? 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. Cancel R raised to 4 minus 1 minus 1. Then what is remaining? R raised to 4 is equal to 5 minus 1. So instead of 5 minus 1, I can write it as what? 4. Now, R raised to 4 is equal to 4. Then R value will be how much? You can option it, or you can, if you know it directly, you can go for the answer. That is nothing but root 2. R is equal to root 2. Option B is your answer. Next one, sum of n terms of an AP is 3n square minus n, and its common difference is 6. Then its term is then its term is, then maybe the first term they are looking at, we will check that. Now, we know that S1 is equal to A1. The first term is nothing but S1 is equal to A1. So, how to find S1? S1 is equal to, instead of n, you will put what the 1. That is nothing but 3 into what the 1 minus 1, which is equal to what? 2. So, we can write it as the first term is equal to what? 2. First term, I'll just add here, first term. Okay, fine. Next one, two finite set have m and n elements. The total number of subset in the first set. What is the formula for subset? 2 raised to m or 2 raised to x, whatever way you study that way itself. Number of subset of the first set, that means 2 raised to m is equal to 56 more than the total number of subset in the second set, that is 56 plus 2 raised to n. Now people, option hit to find the value of m and n. The easiest method is that. Now try first option. We know that. Try option A. 2 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 is how much? 2 raised to 6 is, that is 64. 2 raised to 6 is 64. Now RHS we will try. RHS is nothing but 56 plus 2 raised to, instead of n, what are we going to put? 3, which is equal to 56 plus 8, which is equal to 64. That means LHS is equal to RHS. This is your LHS. So option A is your right answer. Next one, we need to find the inverse. Easy method. So how to find this? Here they have given P. Usually we solve question based on X and Y, but no worries, you can directly substitute as Y itself. So Y is equal to what? The 1 divided by 1 minus P. That is the that is the way. Then you can cross multiply. 1 minus P is equal to 1 by Y. From this you can find the value of, you are going to find the value of P. Now 1 minus Y, which is equal to, minus P goes to the other side. That means it will become what? The plus P. Then take the LCM. Y minus 1 divided by Y is equal to P. Now the last step is, instead of Y you are going to put P, and instead of P you are going to put F inverse of P. Yes. So answer is what? The answer is option B is your answer. Okay. Next one. Now direct integration. So they have given the derivative form. We need to find the integral form and find the equation. That's all. Now what is given? F dash of x is given. That means the derivative is given. How to find derivative? Whenever derivative is given, that means f dash of x is equal to 12x square minus 4x. So how to find f of x? In order to find f of x, we need to find the integral of 12x square minus 4x, the entire thing raised into dx. That means integral of 12x square is how much? The 12 into x cube divided by 3 minus 4 into x square divided by 2 plus c. Now we need to find the value of c. That is the catch over here. That means 12 by 3, 4. 12 by 3 is how much? 4. 4x cube minus 2x square plus c. That is the value of f of x. Now one more thing is given, that is f of minus 3 is given. That means I am going to substitute. F of minus 3 is equal to 17. Instead of x, we are going to put what? Minus 3 over there and find the value of c. Now people, substitute over there. Minus 3. Instead of x, you put minus 3. That means 4 into minus 3 the whole cube minus 2 into minus 3 the whole square plus c is equal to how much? Which is equal to 17. From this, we are going to find the value of c. Now c is how much? Done. So 4 into minus 27. Then minus 2 into 9 plus c, which is equal to 17. Just use calculator. People, clear the memory and just find the value of c for me. 17 m plus, then 4 into 27 m plus, then 2 into 9 m plus, then mrc. You are getting the value of c as 143. Now instead of this c, you will put what? 143. So option is what? The option A is your right answer. The final question from max part. Okay, we took the time and did it. Okay, I hope that everyone is understanding, because I don't have anyone in front. Only you crowd are there, you guys are there only. Okay, that's why I'm asking again and again. Now integral of x into e raised to x dx. I have solved the same type of question inside the class also. In our marathon also we have done that. Now look here, the method is very simple. So is it of the standard form? Yes, it is of the isolate form. Do you remember? but we don't require what order? We don't require trigonometry, we don't require inverse trigonometry, we only require logarithm, then algebraic and exponential. Is it of the form? Yes, algebraic. Then what is happening? Then exponential is there. So it is of the form. Now we need to integrate. So integration will happen how? First function into integral of second function. Integral of e raised to x is how much? That is nothing but e raised to x. Minus derivative of first function. That is how much? Derivative of x is how much now? 1 into the integral of second function. That is nothing but e raised to x itself. Then we will apply the limit 0 to 1. Now apply the limit, people. So first 1 into e raised to 1 minus 1 into e raised to 1. That will become what? 0. Now we are going to apply the second limit or the lower limit. That is 0 minus of minus e raised to 0. That will become what? This and this will get cancelled. 0 is anyway 0. Minus of minus e raised to 0 is how much? Minus of minus 1, which is equal to 1. Option B is your answer. Yes. Now we are going to logical reasoning, people. Now look here. Find the missing term in each of the following series. 6 is becoming 13, 13 is becoming 25, 25 is becoming 51. That is the pattern. Here, when I see the pattern itself, I am getting something in my mind. 6 into 2 is how much? 12. Plus 1 is how much? 13. Now, 13 into 2 minus 1 is how much? 25. Then, 25 into 2 plus 1 is how much? 51. Then, 51 into 2 minus 1 is how much? 101. Then 101 into 2 plus 1 is equal to how much? 101 into 2 is how much? 202 plus 1, which is equal to 203. Option C is your answer. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Now, next one. Find the missing term in each of the following series. Okay. Again, another missing term based question. Now, what is happening over here? So we need to find the next term, right? So 28 is becoming 33. That means plus 5. 33 is becoming 31 plus 2. Then, minus 2. Then 31 is becoming 36 plus 5. Then 36 is becoming 34. That is minus 2. Then again plus 5. Answer is how much? 39. Option B is your answer. Next one. Teacher is written as VGCEJGT. Then how children will be coded as? Very easy. How to do this? I'll just show you. Now look at the options. First of all, check the option which is having too much variation. If you look into it, either we can go for everything is almost similar. Then we will go for this third last letter. Here, H is becoming what? J. That means IJ. Plus 2 is happening. Everything is plus 2. T plus 2 is how much? UV. Okay. E plus 2 is how much? FG. So plus 2 is the code over here. So here the third last letter plus 2. It should become what? R S T. So it should become T. Option D is your answer. Directly you can go that method. That is the easiest method, people. Next one. In a certain code language, 253 means books are old. 556 means man is old. I am not going to read. We are going to find what is the code for R. Now, R is in which? R is in the first line itself. Either it can be 2, either it can be 5, either it can be 3. Now we will check. Is book is there in any of the term? Yes, book is there in this. That is, book is there in this and the first line. That means 3 is there in both the lines. That means 3 means books. That means we can remove that 3. We don't need that 3 because 3 is the code for book. Then old is there in first and second line. That means 5 is present in first and second. That means 5 means old. So what is remaining? 2 is remaining. So answer is 2. 2 means R. Now summer is coded as runner. Looking at this itself, we can check that M and M is becoming N and N. That means plus 1. After M and M only N is coming, right? Yes. So similarly, the middle two letters over where the N and T. Plus 1, plus 1. N will become what? M and no. It should be O. T will become what? U. Looking at the option, it should be option B. Direct answer. Next one. Now, direction test based question. Distance is not given. So, in which direction her college with respect to her home is the question. We will start drawing. Neha goes towards north. From home, Neha goes towards north. So her home is over here, and let this be our Neha. Okay, Neha is over there. Neha is going towards which direction? The north direction. Then she took what? Da? She took a left turn. That means she is going towards west now. Left of west, north is what? Da? That is west. Then right turn. That means again she is going to the north. Then what happens? Finally, she turns left and reaches her college. So this is the college where Neha is studying. Now the question is, in which direction from her college is situated with respect to home? That means from home, her college is in which direction? Da? It is up and towards the left. That means northwest. Option C is your answer. Right answer, people? Yeah, good. Now the next one. Y is east of X. Okay. Y is east of X. Is this correct? Y is east of X. X, which is in the north of Z. X is in the north of Z. Correct? Yes. With respect to Z, X is in the north. Then what is given? P is in the south of Z. So P is towards the south of Z. P is towards the south of Z. That is also true. Now the question is, then in which direction of Y is P? So with respect to Y, P is in which direction? You tell me now. It is towards southwest direction. Option D is your answer. Now, 5 villages P, Q, R, S, T are situated close to each other. We need to read R is in which direction with respect to X. So similarly, we need to draw and do it. So P, Q, R, S, and T are situated close to each other. P is to the west of Q. So with respect to Q, P is to the west of Q. Okay, then R is to the south of P. R is to the south of P. Then T is to the north of Q. T is to the north of Q. Then S is to the east of T. S is to the east of T. Now the question is, in which direction? Then R is in which direction of S? R is in which direction of S? Again the answer is what? Southwest. Next one. If southwest becomes north, so usually when we draw our figure, I'll just show you one shortcut. Yes, when we draw our figure, this is north, then this is this is south, this is east, this is west. Now here what are they asking? Here they are asking, and we know that this is our north, this is our what? Southwest. Now they are telling, if southwest become north, that means this southwest is becoming north. Then they are asking this northeast. This northeast will become what? Opposite of south. North is what? South only. So answer is what? Option C, south. Next question. In a clock at 12:30, our needle is towards the north direction. So we have a clock. Okay, let us draw one clock. So this is the clock. Now this is 12. This is 6. This is 3. This is 9. Okay, now what is happening at 12:30? The R needle is pointing towards north. So that means this is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. Direct question. Directly you can do it. Now they are asking, in which direction would be the minute needle be looking at 12:45. Minute hand is over 45. That means it is looking towards which direction? Towards 9. That is towards which direction? West direction. Option C is your answer. Next question now. 5 students are standing in a circle. Abhinav is between Alok. Once again a circle is coming to the picture. Now what is happening? Abhinav is between Alok and Ankur. And I'm just marking Abhinav over here. Let Abhinav be over here. Okay. Yes. Is between Alok and Ankur. Let it be there. Then Apurva is on the left of Abhishek. Apurva is on the left of Abhishek. Alok is on the left of Apurva. That means Alok should be over here. If Alok is over here, then Apurva will be over here. Okay. Apurva. Then who is there? Then Apurva is on the left of Abhishek. That means Abhishek is over here. Then what is remaining? Who is remaining? One more person is there. Who is that? Abhishek, Alok, Apurva, Abhinav, then Ankur is remaining. The question is, who is sitting next to Abhinav on his right? We already got the answer. Answer is what? Alok is our answer. Next question. Now, 6 friends A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting in a row facing towards the south. So seating arrangement begins question again. Linear arrangement. C is sitting between A and E. So C is sitting between A and E. D is not at the end. B is sitting at immediate right of E. So I am starting with that. B is sitting immediate right of E. Is this correct? They are looking towards north and B is sitting immediate right of E. Then what else is given? So F is on the right of D, then what the? But D is sitting at third left of E. Third left of E means how many people are there in between? 2 people are there in between. Then who is sitting? D is sitting. Okay, so total 6 people are there. Now we mark for 5 places. Then what is given? Then C is sitting between A and E. C is sitting between A and E. Then what is given? F is not at the right end. That means F cannot sit over here. That is the right end. Then F should sit in the left end. Now the question is, how many persons are towards the right of D? How many are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4 people are towards the right of D. Then which of the following is sitting to the left of D? F is sitting to the left of D. Who is at the immediate left of C? Immediate left of C, who is there? The A is at the immediate left of C. Next one. 5 persons are sitting on a bench to be photographed. So they are sitting. So we will assume that they are looking towards north. Okay. Always keep that in mind. S is on the left of S. Sorry, S is on the left of N. So they look towards north. Yes. S is on the left of N. And to the right of B. So S is to the right of B also. M is to the right of N. M is to the right of N. R is sitting between N and M. So everything is done. Who is sitting immediate right of R? Answer is what? Immediate right of R. M is your answer. Yes. Next question. Yes. B is the brother of A, whose only sister is the mother of C. Now we are coming to the blood relation, 12th chapter. I think 5 questions are there from blood relation. Very easy question. It is part of the previous MTP's model test question paper and all. So very direct only. Okay. Yes. B is brother of A. So what we know? B is the brother of A. I am using box for male and circle for female. Keep that in mind. Then I will be using double line for married relation. Then I will be using single line for sibling relation. Keep that in mind. Sometimes you might have studied it in a different way. So accordingly you can do it. Okay. B is the brother of A. Then whose only sister is mother of C. That means A is having a sister and that person is the mother of whom? The C. Then D is the maternal grandmother of C. That means D should be the maternal grandmother of C, means this is the first generation, this is the second generation, this is the third generation. So C's grandmother, maternal grandmother means mother's mother. We already know that. That is the sister, that is a female. Then what is given? How A is related to D is the question. So looking at the option, aunt is not possible. Then daughter-in-law is not possible. Either children, it is a child, right? Either a boy or a girl. Now looking at the option C is the answer. Daughter is the answer. Next one, X plus Y means X is the mother of Y. So plus sign means what? Mother. Then minus X minus Y means X is the brother. That means minus means bro. Now X percentage Y means X is the father. Yes, father. Then X into Y means X is the sister. Okay, everything is given. Now we need to know which of the following shows A is the maternal uncle of B. Now I will tell you how to option hit these type of questions. Now look here. A plus C is over here. Plus sign means A should be the mother. That means the gender of A will be what? Gender of A will be female, but we want A should be the maternal uncle. So option D is anyway wrong. Now we will try option C. Looking at that. Okay. Now we will check. Now option C. D into B. D into B means D is the sister of B. Then what is given? C plus D. C is the mother of D. Then A minus B means A is the brother of C. Now look at it. A is the maternal uncle of B. Yes, right answer. So option C is your answer. Do that way. Yes, Deepika, I'll be doing that. I'll do that. Whatever doubt you have, we will keep it to the end and we will discuss. Okay. Yes. Now, read the following information and answer the questions given below. Anita is niece of Pradeep's mother. Okay. Anita is niece of Pradeep's mother. Then Anita's mother is Pradeep's aunt. From that itself, we can understand that Pradeep is there. Then Pradeep has a mother and that mother has a sister and that sister is Huda, Anita's mother. So Anita will be the cousin of Pratik. That is the current drawing. The circle means you should understand, I mean female. Then Rohan is Anita's mother's brother. Rohan is what? Anita's mother's brother. So Anita is here, Anita's mother is here. So Rohan should be over here and is the brother. So I am putting a box over there. Then what is given? From this information, deduce the relationship between Rohan's, what else is given? Rohan's mother is Anita's, Rohan is Anita's mother's, oh, one more thing, we didn't read it correctly, right? Yeah, sorry people. Rohan's mother is Anita's grandmother. That means Rohan has a mother. That is Anita's grandmother, direct. Now, Rohan's mother is dash to Anita's mother. What do you think? Rohan and Anita's mother are siblings only. So, Rohan's mother is mother to Anita's mother. Sir, motivational quotes for students. I'm telling you one thing. The best thing I can tell you is never doubt yourself. You know this number? Or if you know this number, you should always think that out of 100 people who are writing, 15 or 20 are always passing. And I'm telling you, all those students who pass are those students who put effort in and out, 6 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, literally I'm telling you, 20 hours studying people are there who put efforts to write the exam. And I'm telling you, if you put the effort, you will be part of the 20. Always keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and go forward. Even if you feel like I cannot study today, think that some other people are studying. I want to be better than them, or I want to clear the exam. And one better part of your CA foundation is you just need to go and get this right, 200 marks. So study for yourself. Think that if they can do it, you can also do it. Study yourself. And I'm telling you, laziness is part of studies, student life. Even I have been a student. I was lazy. Everyone is lazy when they are student, but don't regret it later. So study, people. This is the time we can study better. Keep that in mind. Now, Pratik's and Anita's mothers are what? They are friends or? No, we are not friends. They are sisters. Then what is given? Rohan is Pratik's what? Pratik's uncle. Okay, that is option C. Next one. We are going towards statistics. Statistics is always the easiest side to answer. Always the number of time or the time we require to answer statistics is very, very less. Okay, even though the time is very, you are like only 30 minutes, sorry. Yes, even if it's 30 minutes, you can go for that 40. That's because 20 direct questions will be there, which are one word question. Look at this. The distribution of profits of a company follows what? The bell-shaped frequency distribution curve. Yes, option C is your answer. Median of a distribution can be determined using what? Less than type of ogives. Okay, keep that in mind. Then frequency density corresponding to class interval is what? Frequency density to the class length. We studied the formula. Then next one we need to use the formula for this. Cost of sugar in the month under the heads of raw material, labor, direct production and others were 12, 20, 35, 23 units respectively. What is the difference between the central angles of the largest and the smallest? Now people, which is the largest term over here? 35. Yeah. So 35 minus, we need to take the difference with the smallest. The smallest is how much? 12. So 35 minus 12 divided by sigma x. We need to add everything. 12 plus 20 plus 35 plus 23. How much is that? 12 plus 20 plus 35 plus 23. That is equal to 90. So the entire thing divided by 90 into how much? 360. So 35 minus 12 is how much? 23. Just type that. 23 into 360 divided by 90, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 92 degree. Option D is your answer. I hope that you got the answer. Next question. Now, in a group of persons, average weight is 60 kilogram. If the average of males and females are given separately as 80 and 50 respectively, then their combined average is how much? The 60. We need to find the ratio of the number of males to females. Number of males and females ratio we need to find. Use the method of alligation. First chapter thing we can use over here. Now 60 minus 50 is how much? 10. Then 80 minus 60 is how much? 20. So 10 is to 20 is how much? 1 is to 2. Option D is your answer. Next one. A train covered. People, read this question carefully. It's a very good question. Okay. This is your application of 8th standard physics. Okay. A train covered first 5 kilometers of its journey at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. Okay. And the next 15 kilometer at a speed of 45 kilometer per hour. The average speed of the train was how much is the question. Don't think that you can directly use the HP equation over here, because they have given the distances over here. Distance 5 kilometer and 15 kilometer. They have mentioned properly. So we will use our formula from, yes, by the, yeah. We will use our formula from 8th standard physics. Yeah. Now, what is that formula? We know that average speed is total, or speed is equal to total distance by total time. Yeah, sir, I didn't like that at all. Yes, it is coming back. Deja vu is happening. Yeah. Total distance. How much is the total distance now? 5 plus 5, 15. That is equal to how much? 20. 5 plus 15 is equal to 20. Divided by total time. So, for traveling 5 kilometer, how much time is required? Now, 5 kilometer divided by 30 kilometer per hour. That means distance by speed will give you time. So, type that. 5 divided by 30 plus 15 divided by 45. Just use calculator. Find the denominator using M plus and memory calculation. So 5 divided by 30. Then click M plus. 15 divided by 45. Again click M plus. Then click MRC. Then click divide equal to multiplied with how much now? 20. That will give you how much? That will give you 40. Direct. Yes. Next one. One of the most important thing, people. Yes. Now look here. If 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, v of x is equal to 6, then v of y is how much is the question? V of y is how much is our question. Now people, look here. So can we find, whenever formulas is given, when the linear formula is given, can we find variance directly? We cannot find variance directly. We need to find standard deviation. Then we need to take the square and find the variance. That is the method for us. Okay, people. Now look here. I told you the method. If you haven't seen the marathon, check the marathon. The easiest method is there in front of you. Now, v of x is given. That means 6. Then standard deviation of x is how much? The root 6. Now we need to find v of y. For that, what you will do, we will ignore the sign. We will ignore the constant term and all. We will directly write 2x is equal to 3y. From this, we will find the value of y. So, 2 into, instead of x, you will put what? The root 6 divided by what? 3 is equal to y. That y is nothing but standard deviation of y. You tell me root 6 into 2 by 3 is how much? The 6 root into 2 divided by 3, which is equal to 1. 6 root into 2 divided by 3, that is equal to 1.63. Y is equal to, that means standard deviation of y is equal to 1.6329. Something is there on your calculator. Just let it be there. Then from that, how will you find variance? Click into equal to. You will get variance is equal to, variance of y is equal to what? 2.6666. And now we need to check which option is giving 2.666. Try option A. 8 divided by 3 is how much? 2.6666. So option A is your answer. Rather than if you don't know LCM or if you don't know how to take square and all, just go with this method, easiest method. Next one we will. Now, if the standard deviation of 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 10 is sigma, repeated question, then the standard deviation of 11, 12, 13, 14, etc. up to 20 is what? So 1 is becoming what here? 11. That means plus 10. Correct? Plus 10. Then 2 is becoming what? 12. That means plus 10. Again plus 10 is happening. So what is happening? Change of origin is happening. Now my next question is standard deviation affected by change of origin? Plus or minus, is it affected? No, it's not affected. So it will be remain the same. That means sigma, very important topic. It will remain as sigma itself. If you have doubt, go and check our video. You will find it and you will understand it better. Now next question. We need to find the standard deviation. Finally, a grouped based question is there right in front of you. Now, how to calculate this stuff? We need to find standard deviation. The formula for standard deviation, two formulas are there. You can use either of the formula. I am using the first formula. That is nothing but sigma f into x minus x bar the whole square divided by what does sigma f. Now, you tell me what is sigma f over here. Sigma f is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2, that is nothing but our 10. Sigma f is equal to 10. Sigma f is equal to 10. Now we need to find x bar. How to find x bar? We need to find the mid value. How much is the mid value of 0 and 10? 0 plus 10 by 2, that is 5. Then 15. 10 plus 20 divided by 2 is 15. Then 25. Then 35. Get me the value of x bar. How to find x bar? Just using calculator, people. 5 into 1 m plus, then 15 into 3 m plus, then 25 into 4 m plus, then 35 into 2 m plus. Finally click MRC. How much you are getting x bar? Clear the memory and try to get it. 5 m plus and 15 into 3 m plus, then 25 into 25 into 4 m plus, then 35 into 2 m plus. Finally MRC divided by how much? 10. How much you are getting? Yeah, yes, divided by 10. How much are you getting? Yeah. Are you getting it like 22? Yes. People, did you get it like 22? Yes. Now, just apply it over here, which is equal to root of sigma f instead of how to use calculator to find this. So, first take the first x value, that is 5. So, 5 minus 22, then into equal to, that means we are squaring it. Hi Vinay, hello. Then multiplied with the frequency, that is 1, then click m plus. Then second one is 15 minus 22 into equal to, multiplied with how much is the frequency? 3, then click m plus. Then 25 minus 22 into equal to, multiply with 4, then click m plus. Then finally 35 minus 22 into equal to, multiplied with 2, then click what? M plus. Why 2? Because frequency is that much. Then finally we need to add everything. Yes, how to do that thing? MRC. Then divide by what? We need to divide it by 10. Why 10? Because sigma f is 10. Then finally click root sign. You will get it as root 81. That is 9. Option C is your answer, people. Got the point? Can we do the next one? Look at this now. Another simple question. The difference between mean and mode is equal to 69. The difference between mean and median is how much? We know the formula. Me minus mo is equal to 3 into me minus median. Me mo is equal to 3 into me mo. Sorry, me. Yeah. Me mo is equal to 3 into me. Think that minus sign is there. 3 mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. Mean is how much here? Mean minus mode is given in the question. That is 69, which is equal to 3 into mean. I am writing this. Then median is how much? Which is equal to m. Give me the answer. That is nothing but 69 divided by 3. That is 23 is equal to mean minus median. Answer is what? Option C is your answer. Next one. If all the observations in the distribution are increased by 6, then the variance is increased by how much? One more thing. Is variance affected by change of origin? Increased by 6 means change of origin only, right? No, it is not affected, so it will be unchanged. Option C is your answer. Now, which measure of dispersion is based on absolute deviation? The answer is what? Mean deviation. Another direct question. Now, we need to calculate the third quartile from the following data. So, whenever we are finding quartiles, median, percentile, decile, we need to arrange them in the increasing or decreasing order. So how to find the increasing order over here? So which is the smallest number? 16 is the smallest number, then 21, then 25, then 27, then 29, then 32, then 35, then 40, then 51. Yes, these are the set, right? Yes. Now, how to find Q3? Q3 is nothing but I by 3, that is 3 by 4 into n plus 1 the observation, right? Now, people, 3 by 4, how many terms are there in this? That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means 9 plus 1 is how much? That is nothing but 10 value. Now, 3 into 10 divided by 4 is how much? 7.5th value. That is nothing but 7th value plus 0.5 into gap. People, if you watch the marathon, you will understand what is that gap. Okay, Vinay has shared his Insta ID. Everyone, please follow him. Yes, don't follow, study. Everyone, study. 7th value is what? So 3, 6, 35. So 35 plus 0.5 into gap. Gap means 7th value and the next value. What is the gap in between them? So the gap is 40 minus 35. That is 5. Which is equal to 5 into 0.5 is nothing but 2.5. 2.5 plus 35 is 37.5. The nearest answer is what? The option E is your nearest answer. Yes. Next question. Now, the mean of 100 students was 45. Then later on it was discovered that means of 2 students were misread as 85 and 54 instead of 58 and 45. Find the correct mean is the question. Now people, I already told you the formula for finding corrected mean. So corrected mean is what? The correct mean is equal to wrong mean, wrong x bar into n minus wrong values. From that we are reducing the wrong values and we are adding the correct values. The entire thing is divided by n. Now look here, wrong values are, wrong mean is how much? 45. So 45 into 100, that means we are finding the sum of wrong sum we are finding. From that we are reducing the wrong values. Which are the wrong values over here? Which is written as 85 minus 54. Then the correct values are what? Plus 58 plus 45. The entire thing is divided by what? The entire thing is divided by 100. Get me the answer. 45 into 100 minus 85 minus 54 plus 58 plus 45. The entire thing is divided by how much? 100, which is equal to 44.64. Answer is option C. Yes, AK, I'm from Kerala. Yeah. Currently, I'm in Bangalore. Yeah. Yeah. Next one. The arithmetic mean and coefficient of variation of data set are respectively given as 10 and 30 respectively. Okay, respect is there. Yeah. The variance of 30 minus 2x is how much is the question. Now people, now we know the formula for coefficient of variation. The coefficient of variation is nothing but standard deviation divided by arithmetic mean into 100. Now look here, coefficient of variation is given to be how much? The coefficient of variation of x is given to be how much? 30, which is equal to standard deviation of x divided by arithmetic mean is how much? 10 into 100. So standard deviation is how much? Standard deviation of x is nothing but 3. We have the value of standard deviation of x is equal to 3. Now we need to find the variance of this. So in order to find variance of that, we will write y is equal to 30 minus 2x. From that we can directly write y is equal to, we will ignore negativity just like Vijay. We will ignore negativity. So y is equal to 2x. Instead of x, what are we going to put? Instead of x, we will put 3. That means 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. That is standard deviation of y. In order to find variance of y, how to do it? The variance of y is nothing but 6 square, which is equal to 36. So option D is your answer. Okay, next one. Another direct question. I'm not going to do it for you because we solved it in our marathon and many times, multiple times. Whenever I did this chapter, it's already there in the YouTube. Yes, you can check that. So what is the answer? 15 is 2, 12 is 2, 10. Yes, option C is your answer. Then geometric mean of 3 numbers are 40, 50 and for 40, 50 and x is 10. So GM is given as 10. We know the formula for GM. That is nothing but product of all the numbers. The entire thing raised to how many terms are there? 3. So raised to 1 by 3, which is equal to 10. Okay. Now we will remove the cube. Remove the cube root. How to do that? Cube both sides. Then it will become what? 40 into 50 will become what? 2000. 2000 into x is equal to 10 cube is how much? 1000. Then x is equal to how much? 1000 divided by 2000. That is nothing but 1 by 2. Option D is your answer. Now another easy question, 78th question. The difference between upper limit and lower limit of a class is known as what? It is called as the class size. Next one. Another easy question. Let P be a probability function of given sample space. So the given sample space, there are x1, x2 and x3. If P of x1 is equal to 1 by 4, P of x3 is equal to 1 by 3, P of x2 is how much is the question? We know one thing, total probability should always be equal to what? 1. That means P of x1 plus P of x2 plus P of x3 should be equal to how much? 1. Now in the given question, P of x1 is given, that is 1 by 4. Then P of x3 is given, that is how much? 1 by 3. Then what are we going to find? P of x2, which is equal to, we are writing it like this. From this, take the LCM, or if you are using calculator, use calculator. Any method you can follow, it's up to you completely. Okay. Now take the LCM over here. If you take the LCM of 4 and 3, it will be 12. So 12 into 4 plus 3 is how much? 7 plus, I'll take this 1 to this side. It will become what? Or I'll keep it there itself. P of x2, which is equal to 1. From this, P of x2 is equal to 1 minus 7 by 12, which is equal to what? 5 by 12. Option A is your answer. Next question. This question is very interesting. It's A speaks truth 60%. That means probability of A telling truth is how much? Truth is how much? 0.6. 60% can be written as 0.6, right? So you tell me, P of A not telling truth is how much? A complement is how much? P of A complement is 1 minus 0.6, which is equal to 0.4. Then P of B telling truth is how much? 90%, that is 0.9. So can I say P of B telling lie or P of B not telling truth is how much? That is P of B complement is equal to how much? 1 minus 0.9, that is equal to 0.1. Now the question is, in what percentage of cases they are likely to contradict? They should contradict their own opinions. How to do that? Contradiction means if A is telling the truth, B should lie. If B is telling the truth, A should lie. That should be the case. If I am telling the truth, my girlfriend should lie. If girlfriend is telling the truth, I should lie. That is meant by contradiction. Yes. Now look here. First case, A is telling the truth and B is lying. Or in the case 2, what is happening? B is telling the truth into A is lying. So that is the answer. Directly put, you will get the answer. P of A is how much? 0.6 into B complement is how much? 0.1 plus, or means we should always put plus. Then P of B is how much? 0.9 into A complement is how much? 0.4. Take your calculator, clear the memory, just use memory calculation. 0.6 into 0.1 m plus, 0.9 into 0.4 m plus, finally MRC, you will get it as 0.42. According to the question, it should be in percentage, multiplied with 100, you will get it as 42%. Is that clear? Yes. Next question. A candidate selected for interview for 3 posts. For the first three candidates are there. For the second, there are 4 candidates. And for the third, there are 2 candidates. Okay. Now, what are the chances of his getting at least 1 post? That means if I go for an interview for 3 posts, what is my chance of getting at least one of the job? That is the question. So we can always use our other method. That is what? The P of at least 1 is equal to 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. That means I am not getting selected anywhere. Now you tell me. 1 minus P of first job. In the first job, how many candidates are there? Including me, 3 candidates are there. That means what is the probability of me not getting a job? You tell me. If I get selected, the probability is 1 by 3. If other 2 get selected, the probability is 2 by 3 into. In the second case, that means there are 4 vacancies and I am not getting job means 3 by 4 into. Finally, in the third case, only 2 are there. I am so unlucky in that case. That means me not getting the chances how much now? 1 by 2. Now just use LCM or calculator, whatever method you are comfortable with, or cancel it. You will get the answer. That is 1 minus 1 by 4. Answer is nothing but 3 by 4. Option A is your answer. Next question now. A card is drawn from a pack of playing cards. Then another card is drawn without the first being replaced. That means we are not replacing the whatever card we took. We are not putting it back. We are running along with that. Then what is the probability of getting 2 kings? Okay. Now, you tell me what is the probability of getting a king if I am choosing first card. That is nothing but 4 by, how many total cards are there? 52 cards are there. So, 4 by 52 is the first case. Into, I already chose one card. One card is with me. One king is with me. Now, I am not keeping it back. Okay. Now, how many cards are there in total? 51 cards are there in total. Now, how many kings are there? Only 3 kings are there. So, 4 by 52 into 3 by 51. So, answer is how much? Just tell me the answer. So, 52 into 51. 4 into 3 divided by 52 divided by 51. You are getting it as 0.0000502. That is nothing but 1 divided by 221, which is equal to 3 divided by 4 by 52. 4 into 3 divided by, my calculator is not working da. Yes, right, it is 0.0045. sorry, yeah, calculator error was there. So that is equal to our option B. Okay, next one. Probability of man hitting a target is 1 by 4. Then if he fires 7 times, the probability of hitting the target at least twice is how much? At least twice. Always I can write it as at least twice. I can write it as what? 1 minus P of x less than 2. Okay, at least twice means less than 2 I can write. Always I can write it as less than 2 means P of x is equal to 0 is there. Then P of x is equal to 1. Is P of x is equal to 2 possible there? No, because it is less than. We are directly going for less than. That is nothing but 1 minus. Which formula we are going to use? We are going to use our binomial distribution over here. Okay, now you tell me what is the probability of success over here. 1 by 4 is the success. Now probability of success is 1 by 4. So P value is 1 by 4 over here. N value is how much? 7. In the first case I am going to write NC0. That means 7C0 into probability of 1 by 4 raised to 0 into Q value is how much? If P is 1 by 4, Q is how much? 3 by 4. That means 3 by 4, the entire thing raised to total 7 are there. Plus P of x is equal to 1 we are going to do. That is nothing but 7C1 into 1 by 4 the whole raised to 1 into 3 by 4 the whole raised to n minus x. What is the formula? N minus x, it will become what? 6. Now, which is equal to 1 minus 7C0 is nothing but 1. 1 by 4 the whole raised to 1 is nothing but 1. Then 3 by 4 the whole raised to 7 is remaining. Plus 7C1 is nothing but 7 into 1 by 4 is remaining. That means 7 by 4 is remaining into 3 by 4 the whole raised to 6 is remaining. Now we will take 3 by 4 the whole raised to 6 common outside. So it will become what? 1 minus 3 by 4 the whole raised to 6. What is remaining here? 3 by 4 will remain. Here 7 by 4 will remain. You tell me what is the answer, which is 1 minus 3 by 4 the whole raised to 6 into 10 by 4. 10 by 4 can be written as 5 by 2. So option A is your answer. Yes, A is your answer. Okay, understood? For binomial distribution, probability distribution function, you need to know that. Okay, now this one. if 5% of the electric bulb manufactured by a company are defective, okay, 5% is defective, whatever they manufacture. Use Poisson distribution to find the probability that in a sample of 100 bulbs, 5 bulbs will be defective. 5 bulbs should be defective, that is the case. So that means P of X is equal to 5, we need to find. First of all, here one thing is given in the question, e raised to minus 5. That means indirectly they are telling us to use what the Poisson distribution over here than binomial distribution. Even when the number is more than 50 itself, usually you will take it a Poisson distribution. Now here, what is the formula for Poisson distribution? E raised to minus m into m raised to x divided by x factorial. Now looking at this, we can directly say that m value is how much? 5. That means which is equal to e raised to minus 5 into 5 raised to x value is how much? 5 itself divided by 5 factorial is how much? 120. Directly use the formula and get me the answer, which is equal to 0.007 into 5 raised to 5. 5 into equal to how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then multiply it with 0.007. Then divide it with what? The 120. How much you are getting? You are getting it as 1.1823 is your answer. Option A is your answer. Got it? Yes. Next one. Another direct question. You can check the marathon for the concept. In a non-leap year, the probability of getting 53 Sundays or 53 Tuesdays or 53 Thursdays is what? Yes, 2. What is the answer? Now, how to do this? 53 Sundays. How to get in a non-leap year? Anyway, the 7 days will be remaining, right? What are those days? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, everything is there. Yes, 7 days are there. Now, what is the probability of getting 53 Sunday? 1 by 7. What is the probability of getting 53 Tuesday? 1 by 7. What is the probability of getting 53 Thursdays? 1 by 7. Add everything. Answer is what? 3 by 7. Option C is your answer. Next one. Examine the validity of the following. Mean and standard deviation of the binomial distribution are 10 and 4 respectively. Mean is how much here? NP is how much? NP is equal to 10. Then root of NPQ, that is standard deviation, is equal to how much? 4. That means NPQ or variance is equal to how much? 4 square, that is 16. We know one thing from this. What is the thing? We know always mean is greater than variance. Here, is that the case? No, it's not that case. So is it valid? No, it is not valid. Next one. For a Poisson variate x, P of x is equal to 1, which is equal to P of x is equal to 2. Find the mean. Direct question. We can use the formula e raised to minus m into m raised to x divided by x factorial formula we are going to use. So instead of here, we will put 1, that is divided by 1 factorial. That is nothing but 1, which is equal to e raised to minus m into m square divided by 2 factorial, that is 2. Now we need to cancel. E raised to minus m cancel. Then m and 1 of the m got cancelled. What is remaining? M is equal to 2. That means our mean is equal to what? Mean is equal to 2. Option C is your answer. Next question. 30 balls are serially numbered and placed in a bag. Okay. Find the chance that the first ball drawn is a multiple of 3 or 5. Now, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. up to 30 balls are there, and they are serially numbered itself. That means 1 to 30. Now, you tell me what is the probability of getting P or 3 or 5. That means we are finding union divisible by 3, union divisible by 5. Now, how many numbers are divisible by 3? Divisible by 3. That means 10 are divisible by 3. So, the probability is 10 by 30. Then, you tell me what is the probability of divisible by 5. How many numbers are divisible by 5? You tell me how many are divisible by 5 in between 1 and 30. We know that 6 numbers are divisible by 5. So, 6 by 30. Now, you tell me probability of divisible by 3 and 5. Both the numbers. That means 3 and 5 means 15. Divisible by 15. How many numbers are there? 2 numbers are there. So, that is 2 by 15. Now, what is the probability? P is equal to 10 plus 6 minus 2, the entire 2 by 30, sorry. The entire thing is divided by 30, which is equal to 14 by 30. Option, yeah, that will cancel off again and become 7 by 15. Option D is your answer. Next one, people, we are going to normal distribution. The first and third quartile are given by 37 and 49. Then find the mode. Anyway, we know that one thing we know is in normal, mode is equal to median is equal to mean. So we need to find the median. If you know first and second, third quartile, how will you find median? The median is nothing but Q1 plus Q3 divided by 2, that is 37 plus 49 divided by 2, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to, 1 second, okay, yeah. So 37 plus 49 divided by 2, which is equal to 43. Answer is option C is your answer. Next one. Odds in favor of an event in a trial is 3:1. That means P of A is how much? 3 divided by 3 plus 1. That is how much? 4. Then P of A complement will be how much? 1 by 4. Okay. Now the question is probability of non-occurrence of an event is how much? In 3 independent trials. That means P of A complement into first trial A complement is happening. In second trial also A is not happening. In third trial also A is not happening. That means what? 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 4. Answer is how much? 1 by 64. Option A is your answer. Very easy question. We have done it in class also. Now 10 more questions are there. Now we have completed around, yes, exactly around 2 hours. Now we are going for the last 10 questions, direct questions. Now regression part we are going to. Okay. Now if 4y minus 5x is equal to 15 is the regression line of y on x, and the coefficient of correlation of x on y is what? 0.75. Then find the value of regression coefficient of x on y. We know one thing. What is the formula we know? The correlation coefficient is equal to bxy into byx. Now what is given? This line is what? Regression line of y on x. Who is given? X is given. So byx is equal to how much? Minus of known coefficient by unknown. That means minus of minus 5 divided by 4. That is equal to 5 by 4. Then B of the other one is, yeah, coefficient of correlation is also given. Correlation of R value is how much? R is equal to 0.75. Just substitute over the equation, you will get the answer. So 0.75 the whole square, which is equal to 5 by 4 into bxy. Get me the value of bxy. Take the calculator, 0.75 into equal to multiplied with 4 divided by 5. How much you are getting? The 0.45. Option A is the answer. Vinay, should I slow it down? Yes, I'll slow it down. Not a problem. Yeah. This one you understood? We know that this formula is the most important part. R square is equal to what? Bxy into byx. So we know that regression line of y on x, then we can find the regression coefficient byx by using the formula minus of coefficient of non. Coefficient of, who is the non value here? X. So coefficient of non value is how much? Minus 5. That's why we put minus 5 over here, divided by coefficient of unknown. Who is the unknown value? Y is the unknown value. That's why we have written it like that, and we can find the answer just substituting everything over there. Okay, next one. Now look here. If the regression line of y on x and of x on y are 2x plus 3y is equal to minus 1 and 5x plus 6y is equal to minus 1, then arithmetic means of x and y are given by what? Now I think you remember, whenever means are directly given, we will substitute the options and check whichever option is satisfying both the equation. That means whenever we, instead of x and y, we put 1 and minus 1 or minus 1 and 1, accordingly whichever option we are substituting, whenever we are substituting, we are getting the RHS. That's your option. Now look into the first option. Instead of x, you will put what? 1. That means 2 into 1 plus 3 into minus 1. That is equal to how much? 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1, which is equal to our RHS. That means first equation is satisfied by option A. Now we will check second equation. 5 into 1 plus 6 into minus 1, which is equal to what? 5 minus 6, which is equal to minus 1, which is equal to RHS. That means option A is your answer. That is the easiest method. Okay, people. Now the next one. If correlation coefficient R between x and y is 0.5, then R between x and minus y is how much? S2. Yes, tell me. So, people, whenever there is a minus sign involved, we should think that our correlation coefficient sign also will change since it is minus 5. So, answer will be what? Minus 0.5. Okay, option C is your answer. Next one. 4. A positive and perfectly correlated random variable, one of the regression coefficient is 1.4. Actually, you will not get the exact answer over here. So, there is a small mistake in this question. Okay. And the standard deviation of x is equal to how much? 2. Then the variance of y is how much is the question. So, they are directly asking for what? The variance over here. So, according to a previous year question, previous MTP question, the value was 1.3. Okay, yes, we will not get the direct answer. This time many errors are there in the MTP. So while reading the question, read it carefully and do it. Okay, don't make mistakes. Now, for a positive and perfectly correlated, then perfect correlation means what? R is equal to perfect correlation, perfect positive or perfect negative. It should be plus or minus 1. Here we will take R is equal to what? 1. Then one of the regression coefficient is 1.4 and the standard deviation of x is equal to what? 2. Then the variance of y is what is the question? We need to find the standard deviation of y using the regression coefficient method. Accordingly, we will do it. Now, we will take this equation directly. Bxy is equal to what? We know that Bxy is equal to, there is a formula, correlation coefficient into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y. Now people, substitute here. Now R value is how much? R value we know it is equal to 1 into Bxy, we are assuming it as 1.4 into Sx, standard deviation of x is how much? 2. And standard deviation of y we don't have, we are finding it. David, good evening. Yes, now just take the calculator and find it down. That is equal to 2 divided by 1.4, which is equal to 1.42 into equal to, you will get it as standard deviation of y is equal to 2 by 1 by 4. Then variance is equal to standard deviation square, which is equal to 2.04 something. You are getting approximately equal to option A. So we can directly go for this. This is the thing. You can also find the other way also. Whichever is the nearest answer, you can go for that. Okay. Yes. Now, for n pairs of observation, the coefficient of concurrent deviation is calculated as 1 by root 3. That means R value is what? 1 by root 3. Then there are 6 concurrent deviation. That means C is equal to 3. Then we need to find the value of n. How to find the value of n? First of all, what is the formula? R is equal to 2c minus m divided by m. First, we need to find the value of m. If you get the value of m, you can find the value of n. How you can find the value of n? N is nothing but m plus 1. Okay. Now, first, R is how much? 1 by root 3, which is equal to root of 2c is how much? 6 minus m divided by m. Now, we can cancel the root in both sides. It will become 1 by 3 is equal to 6 minus m divided by m. Cross multiply. M is equal to 18 minus 3m. Then take it to the other side. It will, 18 minus 3m. Then it will go to the other side. It will become what? 4m is equal to 18. Where we went wrong? 2c minus, yes. Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, sometimes while we are solving the question, one person asked me, sir, we are going more than 2 hours. Yes, when explanation is involved, we'll go more than 2 hours. Okay, that is part of the job. When explanation is involved, it will be like that. Otherwise, we will not do that, right? Yes, here n value is not 3, n value is equal to 6. Okay, we made a mistake. So R is equal to what? Root of 2c minus m divided by m. R is what? 1 by root 3, which is equal to root of 12 minus m divided by m. Then squaring both side, it will be 1 by 3 is equal to 12 minus m divided by m, cross multiply. It will be m is equal to 36 minus m, sorry 3m, then 4m is equal to 36. So m is equal to 9. So if m is equal to 9, then n is equal to how much? 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. Many methods, either option hitting you can use, but option hitting will not give you the direct answer. Indirect answer only will be there. Okay, now this one I'll teach you with the shortcut. CPI number goes up from 100 to 200. It goes from what to what? 100 to 200. As the worker is also raised from 300 to 500. Yes, 300 to 500. We need to find the real wage. How to calculate the real wage? The real wage is nothing but 500 divided by 200 into what? The 100. Just take the value 500 divided by 200 into 100. You got the answer. How much is the answer? Option B, 250 is the answer. Yes, Vinay, you can check our calculation tip video. I have done 4 videos I guess for calculator trick. You go to the live section or you go to the video section. It's there throughout. It is there. If you want, after the live I'll attach it over here. You can use that. Yeah. Next one. From the following data, find out the index number for 2022, taking 2021 as the base. So which is the base year? 2021 is the base year, and this is P0, this is our P1. Then simple aggregative method. Simple aggregative method means it is not relative, aggregative, that is sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. Sigma P1 is how much? P1 is 80 plus, 120 plus 200 plus this, that is 720 divided by 80 plus 220 plus 300 is how much? That is 600 into 100. How much is it? 720 divided by, yes, 120, right? So 120, option B is your answer. Now this is the question from our last attempt. Okay, now from the following chain base index based on 2025, find out new chain base index for the year 2022 by shifting the base year 2019. That means we are shifting 2019 as the base year. That means we are converting 120 to 100. Okay, we are converting what? A base year. What is the basic thing we know about base year? We will always take that. Usually we will take it at the base year index is 100. So we are converting 120 to 100. So they are asking, now we need to shift 220 to which? That means 150 should be shifted to what is the question? How can you find this? Yes, how can you find it? Just cross multiply, get me the answer. That is nothing but 150 into 100 divided by 120. You will get it as 125. That means 120x is equal to 1530. That means x is equal to how much? 125. Option A is your answer. Now the next one. Easy question, second last question. Yes, we are almost at the end. Lappe index. After this, we will solve doubt solving will be there after this. Okay. Now, Lappe index is a weighted aggregative method by taking what? Quantity consumed in the base year. Okay. Yes. Next, the final question. Actually, the options are wrong. Okay. Your options are wrong. Whatever you find, you will not get the answer. Options are all wrong, but we will go for the nearest answer. Check. So base year is given. So P0 is there, then Q0 is there, then P1 is there, then Q1 is there. We need to find what? The Paget index number. What is the formula for Paget index number? Sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1. There we are taking the weight as what? The current year quantity. Now people, take your calculator, find the answer one by one. P1 Q1. P1 Q1 is how much? 6 into 30, that is 180, plus 4 into 10, that is 40, plus 3 into 8, that is 24, plus 3 into 45 is how much? 135, divided by P0 Q0. P0 is how much? 5, that is 5 into 30 is how much? 150 plus 3 into 10 is how much da? 30 plus 2 into 8 is how much da? 16 plus 10 into 45. That is the wrong part because 10 should not be there. It should have been 1 or some small number over there. Then 10 into 45 should be how much? That is 450 into 100. Okay, you can get me the answer. How much you are getting? Yes, you can type and you will not get any answer from the option. Now people, that's all. Now we will go to doubt solving. If you have doubts, please start asking. Let me just check the comment section once again from here. Yes. What is happening to my phone? It's acting weird, completely weird. Yes, please ask the doubt, people. I'll just how to manage sleep time order. Right now, sleep time management, actually you need to sacrifice your sleep. I'm telling you, it is very difficult to manage sleep right now. I know that because you are towards the time of your examination. You will take more time, so try to get minimum of 4.5 hours of sleep, otherwise it will be difficult. Yes Vinay, the answer is 58.66. yes, that's your answer. Yes, another person is asking Insta ID. Oh yeah, I can't. You can go to ArivuPro Instagram ID. I'm there. You can subscribe to ArivuPro ID. Okay. Yes. Then next question is, and people always try to keep a cycle of 60 for 1.5 hours. Like always when you are sleeping, try to keep a sleep cycle of 1.5 hours. That means 4.5 hours sleep is good. Then you can go for 6 hours sleep. All the things are good. Directly you can do it. Okay. Next. Oh, one person already told. Fine. Next. Fine. Any other? Yes, Balaji. Then doubt idya, doubt irka, doubt undo. Yes, tell me. If not, we can wind up. Sir, in exam, how many questions we should attempt? Always, if you are prepared well, you should always attempt more than 80 da. That is the best thing you can do to yourself. Always attempt. Don't do ingy bingy bongy. If you do ingy bingy bongy, you know, we will become the donkey. Don't do that. Yes, that's not good. Then good night. Yeah, one person asked a doubt right there. Where is it? A probability question. Where was it? Oriental question. You told 4C2, right? Where is it? Which one was that? Oriental. Yeah, why did I write it 4P2? Because 2 factorial and 2 factorial will cancel off. That's why I wrote it as 4P2. Okay. Yes, you can write it as 4C2 into 2 factorial. Arranging them 2 factorial will cancel off. That's why I directly took it that way. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Tata. Bye bye. Take care. Yes. Good night.